I know I apologize a lot. But here I go, multitasking yet again. So clearly, I just cannot seem to get away from not multitasking because I'm just like so full of myself. Look, and my head is cut off in this one. Okay. The thing is, you see, I have my Sleeping Beauty doll back there. Really, I know I need to stop trying to do too many things. So on that camera, you could see the side profile of his face. And then this one, he's more looking straight on. And then, of course, I'm going to try and see if I can show off as many other dolls, as many people as I can. She's always got the string dangling because I put her on a necklace. I made a necklace. Excuse me. Let's see if I can just like stage them, you know. This is the reason why I like to have two cameras because oops, faceplant. Because you know, sometimes I accidentally cover somebody's fucking face, etc. See, so like when I went and grabbed somebody, I covered his face, right? And now he's covering his face. So now you understand. It's like, where is a good spot to put everybody? And mind you, this camera, I have a water bottle holding it in place, basically. So, I got a facial today. I think she might have scammed me. I'm not sure, or overcharged me, but because, you know, I'm so impatient. I only checked the price menu after I got the facial. Because what I did was I typed my concerns to her and showed her that I have this, like, stubborn blackhead that just keeps coming back. I keep popping it. She told me that she removed it, but only I will know. Time will tell. And this is the most honest thing I'm gonna say. That fucking facial, I felt like, you know how when you use a peeler? I felt like that fucking, the chemical, whatever the fuck she used, just imagine a peeler, just peeling the layers of my skin off. That shit was the most powerful thing, and I've spent thousands of dollars, I would say, on facials, and that shit she used on my face today, I've never felt anything so fucking potent and intense as whatever the fuck this lady used. That shit kicked my ass. Another thing is when she was doing the extractions. So I wanted to say that back in the States, or at least when I got a facial in New Jersey, or wherever the fuck I was, I guess, you know, in the United States they have a lot of rules and laws, etc., with regards to safety and health, etc. So I think you're not allowed to, like, break the skin. So when you get a facial in, like, let's just say New Jersey, they just use, like, you know, tissue paper and pop your fucking pimples. No, man. You can't pop a fucking stubborn in there, you know, under the surface layers of your skin, fucking whiteheads, you know. When that shit just makes a home on the underneath your skin, and just, like, you know, it just bunkers down and, like, yep, this is my home now, you know. and it's just there for, like, you know, months, a year, etc. Yeah, I need to use something powerful and get that shit out. So I was sitting there in agony, when she was using her tools on my face, making, whether it's incisions or whatever. You could feel that shit, and some points that she pressed in, like, immediately made my tear ducts. I was tearing. I was crying. But it was still, even though it was like the most intense thing ever, I mean, I still like, you know, I still like to be a trooper and tough it out, because I'm just that kind of stubborn person. I will say, like, comparing it to, like, let's just say a massage, sometimes the masseuse will do like something very hard, and I just have like some areas, for example, like, I don't really like the top of my legs being massaged too much, because I either just don't like it, or it's just making me ticklish or uncomfortable. So I don't really care to have like my legs or butt massaged too much. I mean, unless if, let's just say I just decide to become a gym rat and I do butt day. And I'm only like, you know, focusing on doing squats and working my ass out. Literally. I don't really see a need for a massage therapist to waste time on my butt when, you know, I much prefer having my back massaged. I deal with back pain, I told you guys, because I sleep on my side and stomach. I'm just a tossing pretzel, tossing and turning all night, between the frequent trips to the bathroom, etc. Anyways, I don't want to talk too much, but I'll probably end the video around 8 or 9 minutes. The thing is, I've been like, because you know how we are humans, creatures of habits, and, you know, we all have our habits, and subscribing to, you know, your set of influencers or creators that you follow. You know, I have certain channels that I follow as well, but once in a while you like to branch off and, you know, look for greener pastures, or like, you know, you just get bored and you're like, what else is out there? You know what I mean? After you've watched, you know, your 1,000th animal content videos, you just want to see what else is out there. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, you know what? Because I told you guys, everybody and their mama, everyone and their mamas are fucking making content nowadays. So, and because you guys know I like to stay hidden, it's like, you know, it's going to be hard. Because, you know, if you think about it, once you're on that nomadic lifestyle, expat, you know, choice, every decision is a choice that sets you on a path, right? So, like, let's just say if you are a nomadic traveler living out of hostels, you're going to be running into the same fucking faces eventually, you know, because once you're in this neck of the woods, like Southeast Asia, you're going to be hopping around. It's only a matter of time before you just, like, you know, bump into familiar faces or whatever. Because, you know, some people just decide to travel forever. And like I said, I'm kind of antisocial and I'm kind of shallow. And the only people I care to befriend are people that I want to hook up with. On and off camera. Because you guys, I already told you what my goals are, or the things that I have on my bucket list, right? Because, okay, as a retired fucking reality content creator, adult work, you know, I've done the strip club thing. So, you know, I told you, between having stalkers and jealous assholes fucking trying to ruin my life, like, safety, security, this is always gonna be, especially because I used to be security, right? I used to be a Marine security guard. These things do matter to me. I mean, you got motherfuckers like showing every single fucking thing about their lives. Their kids, their spouses. And of course, you can say that my dolls are my kids, but obviously, you know, the worst that can happen is either damage or theft. And of course, thankfully, because my loved ones are in spirit already, and this is their vessel, their 3D vessel, you know, it's just a matter of them finding a new vessel, or me finding a new vessel for them, right? A collaboration. So, my point is, you guys already know how antisocial I am because I'm an empath and I just have to protect my own energies, etc. And I'm seeing like, okay, what are other people putting out there with regards to content? So like, let's just say, well, I'm planning on anchoring down in fucking Cambodia, but how am I going to move forward with regards to my content and my living situation, right? Because I talked to you guys about jealous assholes. So how much personal stuff am I really going to share? Like right now, I'm showing you guys my surroundings, but I haven't actually told you where exactly I am. And I think I'm going to just keep things like that, because I just told you all the reasons why. I don't want motherfuckers to know everything about me. Like, for example, if you're frequenting an establishment, naturally, the workers are going to learn who you are. They're going to be like, okay, this girl always orders 2 drinks. 2 cold-pressed juice drinks. I don't have any other customers who order 2 fucking drinks at a time, every time. You know what I mean? So, like, naturally, her brain is just gonna register me as that girl who fucking orders 2 drinks. Cause I'm a good customer who spends money, right? I'm not. So my point is, I mean, same with like, let's just say Puerto Rico. It's just a fucking island. So like, eventually, people are gonna know who the fuck you are. And you know, I just came from in the States. I was living in a, you know, bumfuck nowhere town, and I don't like the attention. I did not like the attention that I got from these creepy ass old motherfuckers, those old farts. So it's like, how do I go about how I want to make my presence known in the area? Because obviously, once you have a place to call home and your community, etc., like, okay, I don't mind volunteering and giving back to my community. I enjoy doing that stuff. But at the same time, I also want to somehow stay under the radar. Does that make any sense at all? I don't know. So, what it really boils down to is me simply living, yet what I keep saying, bringing up over and over again, is that I'm just going to be like living a double life. I think that's the only way.